Hello and welcome to the Bike Show. This week we're coming to you from Cayenne Motorcycles here in Kyalami, which is kind of handy because later in the show we'll be testing a very fast Aprilia. But first, Donovan is trying to work out whether Triumph's Tiger is really worthy of its name.
You might have worked out by now that this is the Triumph Tiger 800 XCX. And of course it is a very good bike. After all, it was the top-placed adventure bike in last year's Pirelli Bike of the Year competition and came second overall, being beaten by only Kawasaki's mighty H2.
And that's quite an achievement, as it beats not only Yamaha's R1, but a whole host of Ducatis and even KTM's 1290 Super Adventure.
But today, we are not really focused on that sort of thing. Today, we are more interested in its name. Have you ever noticed how manufacturers just seem to hand out names kind of willy-nilly, especially names of animals, even though the products you're selling have nothing to do with that name? For example, Suzuki and Honda did the Hayabusa and the Blackbird. Now, these are both types of birds, and yeah, they're fast like the birds, but do they have feathers? Do they sit in trees and go tweet tweet? No, of course not. And Cagiva, they did the elephant. An elephant, I mean, is the bike big and grey with floppy ears and a big trunk? No, of course not. Then we have the Tiger. And does it in any way live up to its namesake?
Luckily, we live in Africa, and as every American knows, that's where tigers live. So let's go find a tiger.
This is Justin Fernandez, who is not your average cat lover. He keeps 17 tigers, lions and other big cats at the Jogamaro Predatory Sanctuary near Johannesburg. And he has a somewhat personal relationship with them. This is all good and well, but how do these tigers compare with the Triumph Tiger? Now, we thought we'd have a race or a bit of a competition, but as you can see, those tigers are a bit, well, scary. So instead, we're just going to have a game of top trumps. Now, you know how top trumps work. I give you a spec, and you counter with a spec, and the best spec wins.
Okay, let's go.
First of all, this is 995 horsepower. What's the horsepower of this?
Well, this is looking at 1 horsepower.
1 horsepower, it's got 4 legs. It's like a horse.
It's got 4 legs, so it's got legs.
Okay, so this weighs 215 kilograms. What do we have here?
Well, we're looking at about 170, 180 kilos.
Is that dry or wet weight?
Well, this is a wet weight.
Wet weight. Well, you know what? Okay, at adventure, it's all about stability. This is heavier and therefore more stable, and that's better. Therefore, you win that also.
Okay.
This has got 3 catalytic converters, saving the environment. How many has this got?
Well, this one's got a straight free flow system in it.
Free flow system. That is so. Honestly, it's killing the environment. Honestly,
well,
you should be ashamed of yourself.
If that's your opinion, you can come and do the test later with her emissions.
Well, I can smell her emissions right now. Top speed, we're looking at about 220, 225 kilometers an hour.
Well, a Tiger like this, top speed is about 65 k's an hour.
That's not bad for having 1 horsepower, but it's still less than this, so you lose again.
Yes.
And this can carry 1 rider and a pillion. How many can this carry?
Well, this one can't carry. It depends on how brave you are to actually want to ride this
So it'll
beast.
try and kill you. I actually respect that slightly.
Exactly.
So as you can see, that was a clear whitewash win for the Triumph. So what we have learned from this is that this has earned the name Tiger. You'll have to change the name of that. Now, Justin, things haven't all been sort of fun and games, am I right?
Well, not really, but we've had a bit of a bad situation regarding the cats, regarding our home and the farm that we were on. We got evicted early November 2015. We had a bit of an unfortunate situation where liquidators and everybody got involved.
we had to buy our cats back out of the liquidation just to save them from not going
'Cause,
to
I mean,
Kent
they wanted to
hunting.
take away the land and all that, plus the cats.
The cats, everything was all involved in this. So we had to buy our cats out of the liquidation.
And the only people that are going to buy cats are...
Hunters, trophy hunters.
For now, this is not permanent. This is a temporary enclosure.
These are all temporary enclosures now. The normal standard size that is required from nature conservation is 20 by 20, which this is maybe a little bit bigger than the standard size. But where the cats grew up in, they were in almost 4 or 5 times the size of the enclosures of what they are specified to be in. So it is taking a bit of a strain on them, but at least they're still here and not in someone's trophy room.
Yeah. Well, what is the plan now? I mean, where to from here?
Well, basically, we're looking for donations to help people get involved by help feeding the animals, because it is a very costly situation.
What does it sort of cost to? I mean, how much does it cost to feed these things?
Well, we go through about a ton of meat a week. So we're looking at
That's almost as much as what I eat.
Yeah, so we're looking at about a 5-ton a month thing for the cats, which results between to an 8 rand to a 10 rand kilo price tag for each cat. So it is a very expensive thing.
Yeah.
But the next thing is also building them their permanent enclosures, which is nothing smaller than a 50 by 100 meter enclosure.
Okay. So what do people do? I mean, if people want to get involved, they want to help you, they want to help the cats, what should they do?
If they want to get involved, they can join us up on our Facebook site, Jugamara Predator Sanctuary. They can see all our contact details, bank details, if they want to donate money, or if they want to get in contact with us to help donate any building supplies, pool pumps, shading for the cats, fencing, wiring, poles. They're more than welcome to just get in contact with me or email the park with all our details up on the page and just help out wherever they can.
Cool. Well, I hope some people come through.
No, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having
Thanks,
us.
Donovan. I appreciate it.
Cool.
Well, that was an interesting piece, wasn't it? Quite intriguing there, Donovan. But may I point out, first of all, that you took the wrong tiger.
What do you
This
mean?
is a tiger sport.
It's
Bigger
true.
claws.
Yeah, it's true.
More
it's
horsepower.
True. Yeah, totally true. But it doesn't climb trees as well as the XCX.
No. Or eat you. By the way, was it scary? A lot of different type of cats there. You look quite in control.
No. I was the master there. I arrived. I race motorcycles. I'm absolutely fearless.
Is it? Check this out. That looks like a man who's having a little poopy.
Well, you know what it is that tiger jumped up to give me a kiss. And
Are you sure it was a kiss?
It was a kiss, yes, or a taste, one of the two. But I'm not somebody who likes being violated like that. You have to buy me a drink first, take me for dinner, and we'll talk about it, you know?
So have you been back? Have you been on a date?
A few times, yeah.
Okay, look, it's a worthy cause. Quite an interesting story behind what's going on there. This poor bloke seems stuck with a load of gorgeous animals that he's trying to keep out of the clutches of hunters, basically.
Yeah. Well, look, the thing is, I mean, people say, why don't you put them back in the wild? You can't, because they're now domesticated. They're all arrived as cubs. And you can't just put a cub in the wild or teach it to go. You can't. So that's it. It's domesticated. You've got no choice. And all the parks and all them don't want them. They've got enough lions. And those animals formerly known as tigers. So literally, there's nothing for it. They just got to look after it, you know?
That's a lot of responsibility to take on. Obviously, it's an incredibly expensive business too, but there is a way that we can help out if we want to.
Yeah, there's that, what's it called, Jogamaru.
Don't worry, the details will come along the bottom of the screen because he's either forgotten them or can't pronounce them.
Or both. But yeah, you just, on that page, they've got their phone number, phone them, you can make a donation. People we've got like building material that they're not using, sitting their waste, you can give it to them. Anything really, yeah.
Any cast-offs, because that's going to be useful in keeping these gorgeous animals alive. Okay, enough of that for now. We'll be back after the break and we'll be talking products and an upcoming rally.